Hi guys, I'm Awful here. I'm pretty sure that most of you will be aware of the latest announced changes that ZeniMax is planning to apply to with the release of the Morrowind patch. And I'm not gonna talk much about what I'm pretty sure most streamers have already talked a lot about. I'm not gonna go through any PTS patch notes. I'm not gonna talk in details about changes to the champion system, to classes, to gear and all that, for two reasons. First of all, because all of these things have already been discussed at length by other streamers, and second of all, because I just don't want to repeat content. With this channel I seek to kind of tackle the windows, the gaps in between the vast amount of information that we already receive from great streamers out there. And really what I wanted to share with you were some thoughts concerning the way I am going to adapt and change my builds to fit what are at the moment the proposed changes, and somehow kind of help you to see more practically what all these changes mean, and also how the community, I'm pretty sure, is going to respond in terms of builds and what is going to become the new meta. Now, again, if you're aware of the changes announced, well, the proposed changes announced by ZeniMax, you will know that the greatest hit will be suffered by resource management, by changes in the champion system, changes in classes, changes in skills, changes in gear. It's become evident that resource management will be much more challenging. So there's going to be a shift from massive resource pools and massive weapon and magic damage to actual stamina and magicka regeneration. Now, because of these changes, I actually foresee many players adopting various tactics to produce damage, as much damage as possible, while at the same time using as little magicka and stamina as possible. This means that there's gonna be a much greater increase in light and heavy attacks. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are gonna turn to producing a lot of damage through light and heavy attacks, especially since such things are gonna be receiving quite a buff through the new champion systems. I'm pretty sure that a lot of people are gonna turn to proc sets again. I know that with the last patch, proc sets have been toned down, as ZeniMax was probably hoping to kind of solve the problem of instant kills by removing critical damage, critical chance from proc sets. But I think that with this patch, a lot of people are going to turn to proc sets again to produce basically free damage that will cost absolutely nothing. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a great shift when it comes to dots. As far as I'm concerned, I've never been playing builds that rely heavily on dots, but this time with this patch I will start playing that way, because let's face it, dots, once they're applied, they keep producing damage without you using any more magic or stamina. And I'm pretty sure people are still gonna go crazy with poisons, because again, poisons produce damage without you using any magicka and stamina, and that obviously applies to various damage enchants that we can apply to our weapons. So that's definitely something that a major thing that's gonna take place. That is, people using these various tools, these various things to produce damage without using any stamina or magicka at all. And also because regeneration, resource management is going to become so much more challenging. I envision the rise again of builds and classes that do not rely on resource management, that don't rely on great amounts of magicka and stamina regeneration. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a great return of bomber builds, especially magicka Nightblade bomber builds, because let's face it, bomber builds do not need great amounts of magicka and stamina regeneration. I also believe that life is going to be easier for them, since there's going to be a decrease in the number of players using heavy armor builds, and making it easier for bomber builds to just destroy other players. And not only that, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a rise in ganker builds, but ganking, I think, is going to take a different route. I'm pretty sure that most of the ganking in the next meta will involve heavy attacks from stealth, and also something else. I think there's going to be a rise of stamina sorcerer builds, because let's face it, stamina swords are the only ones that can just laugh at these nerfs to stamina regeneration, and that's thanks to their exclusive skill, which is Dark Deal, which is, funnily enough, and quite surprisingly, a skill that ZeniMax has not touched at all. They only did something concerning its animation, but in terms of the amount of health and stamina restored by the skill, none of that has been touched. And so I'm pretty sure there's going to be a rise, even more than what we've already seen, in a rise of stamina sorcerer builds. In terms of races, again, because of the latest nerfs, red guards are gonna be abandoned, and we're gonna see so many more orcs taking over that particular class. And then another shift that we're gonna see is an increase of builds that will run possibly 2 5-pieces set exclusively dedicated to resource management. I'm pretty sure we're gonna be faced by a number of builds that are basically designed to run opponents out of resources, to basically out-resource them and then kill them once they've run out of magicka and stamina. So with this in mind, I've actually been designing 3 new builds, actually 4 new builds for this new meta that I'm gonna share with you as soon as I have some time to put them together. But in any case, I hope this video is gonna help you to kind of foresee the direction of the game in the next with the next patch, and for you to kind of make adjustments to your builds and basically survive all these nerfs. Now, I know that there's a lot of hatred going on at the moment towards ZeniMax for these major changes. I must say, some of these changes I really disagree with, whereas there are others that I'm actually quite happy about. I'm really glad about the way they've changed the champion system. I'm really unhappy about the way they've messed around with some classes, like not so much about magicka Dragon Knights, but here I'm being a bit selfish because I just don't like that class, and I don't have a magicka Dragon Knight, and that's it. but definitely I'm quite upset about the way they've nerfed Templars as well. But guys, you know, I've been playing MMOs ever since I was a little kid, and I'm fairly used to developers and shard owners just changing the rules constantly and forcing us to adapt, and that's basically what I've learned, you know, to complain in a sensible way, and in any case realize this is just a game, just adapt, find other ways to produce damage, find other ways to kind of beat the system in a sense, and continue to enjoy it. So yeah, I hope that this short video is going to help you to kind of figure out the direction the game is taking, and adjust in order that you can produce builds that are still helpful to you, you can still enjoy playing, and that still help you to perform in a satisfactory way. So yeah, anyway guys, these are just my initial thoughts, and very soon I'm going to come out with some proposed builds for Morrowind. I've already started, well, I've basically finished them already. Now I'm at a testing phase, and as soon as I feel they're ready to be released, I'm going to release them. So in any case, if you've got any thoughts, if there's anything that you think I may have missed concerning the future direction of the game and the future direction of the new meta and the new builds, just leave us a comment. I'd like to just share my views with you. I'd like to hear from you, because I'm pretty sure there are other things that I've missed out. So yeah, feel free to leave us a like and a subscribe if you like this sort of content, and that will be greatly appreciated. So that's it for me, and I'll see you soon. Bye.